just want to begin by saying I'm really proud of our team. I thought they fought extremely hard, played their tails off, and came up short. But it's a tough place to play. Played a great opponent. A lot of respect for Coach Harbaugh and the team that he has. Knew they were a special team just by watching them on film, and their defense was really, really good. And offense is big and athletic, and quarterbacks a difference maker. So just played a really good football team and didn't back down to them. Went toe-to-toe with them, and it was a one-possession game in the fourth quarter. That's what it's really all you can ask for. You just got to find a way to finish these out. So proud of our kids' fight. Questions?
Hey.
It seemed like the mindset this week was to be aggressive here, throw the ball downfield. Were you pleased with that?
Yeah, I mean, we try to. You know, they play a very aggressive style of defense in their coverage, and yeah, we felt like we needed to do that and took some shots, and like to get some more completions on those and some more things to go our favor. But yeah, wanted to do that. You know, we tried. We knew we had to come here. We're not gonna beat this team being conservative. You know, so had some things on the table ready to use and use some of them, didn't use all of them, but yeah, we were ready to pull the trigger and go. Came here to win.
Sammy?
Thought process on the fake punt. I think it was like 4th and 8, 4th and 9. What went into that?
Well, first of all, if it's 4th and short, they're going to be in what we call punt safe, which they leave their defense on the field, which means you're not going to have no chance of probably converting it. So we felt like that was our best chance. You know, I felt like that we need to steal possession throughout the game, and that was an opportune time. And so obviously didn't work out, so it doesn't look quite as of a great decision. But I like the guy that we gave the ball to, and he's one of our most explosive playmakers. I just wasn't able to make enough guys miss. But yeah, obviously the objective is to try to steal possession. I thought we could get that ball there, go in there and score, and go win the game.
What the mood at halftime?
We'll let him go.
Stevie's run got you inside of 30 late there, and then Simon gets flagged for showing.
Yeah, Simon was being aggressive, and that just, I didn't think it was a cheap shot. I just thought he was being physical, and we teach our guys to play the whistle, and you know, I was very poor timing. You know, it hurt us for sure. But you know, I just thought he was being, you know, mean, nasty player, and we want the guys to be tough suckers as they play this game. So just it was a little bit late apparently.
Go ahead.
The boost that you guys got at the end of the half, can you talk about what the mood in the locker room was like after you did?
Yeah, you know, obviously to be able to hold them out right there and not let them score. You know, I thought it was a tremendous play by Devon Matthews. They're on the 1 yard line, big time hit. He's a true freshman and going to be a phenomenal player for us. And you know, they didn't have any timeouts left. We knew that, and just was a very you know, they obviously expected to get in there and score. We knew once that we stopped them there, they weren't probably have time to run and play. So it was a big gamble on their part. The mood in the locker room was very, very positive, a lot of energy. Our guys were fired up, and they played a great half. And so we didn't come out laying egg in the second half by any means, but just got to finish. You know, so yeah, it was very lots of energy, and the guys knew that they would put themselves in a position to have an opportunity to finish.
Matt and Murphy.
Coach, last week you talked about how you guys played a little bit different style of defense to kind of let them get yards, but kind of tighten up and make them kick field goals. Was it kind of similar this weekend?
Well, it wasn't our pass game because I was worried about their receivers. You know, they got some big old boys that can really run, and so I was just worried about. The whole thing is if you don't give up big plays, big touchdown plays, our red zone defense is really getting better and better all the time. And so we would, of course, they kicked six field goals today. And those field goals gave us a chance. You turn those into touchdowns, and it's a long day at the office, you know. So yeah, that's kind of, you know, overall we tried to add a little bit more on third downs because their style that they were using, and so you know, I'm not a huge fan of being that way, but you do what you got to do to give yourself. And once again, we had our shots. You know, it's one possession game in the fourth quarter, so it was effective for us again today. So we'll continue to use modified versions of that throughout the remainder of the season.
Murphy and then Teddy.
Coach Payton had a lot of success on the ground tonight. It seemed like he made a lot of resilient plays tonight. What did you just kind of see from him?
He's just so gritty and tough, and he just finds a way, you know, and he's able to. We're playing a lot of man. Sometimes they're playing some you know, we call it a horse concept, where you have man underneath and two high safeties, and so there's really no one to account for the quarterback when you do that. So that's one of the benefits of having an athletic quarterback that can make plays with his legs, and so he was big time with that today, and that's something you really need to do against a team like this. And he he made him pay for some things. And so it's just his heads-up savviness that he has to him, and the grit and the fight. That one, he just was determined to get that first down. So that's why he's our quarterback, and that's why he's a special young man.
Teddy, Sammy.
Were the short kickoffs just a concern with kickoff coverage?
Yeah, they're deep guy number one is special now. I mean, he's lightning fast, and my whole thing is I'm not going to let him. I'm just going to not play Russian roulette with his kicks. And I didn't think the quality of the kicks were very good today. He struggled more than I'd like for him to. But that's obviously the objective, is to be able to get your coverage and not give up, field position. Because there's nothing more demoralizing than having a great offensive series and scoring points, and then the very next play they run up way deep on you on the return. So just trying to not to let their playmakers, make big plays. Nine was a big time playmaker, I thought, for them in the punt game, and so I thought Hayden punted the ball extremely well today, and trying to get it to where you get him moving laterally when he catches it. That guy's a game changer. Number one, we felt was the same way in their kickoff returns, and we play a lot of really good teams, and it seems like everybody has someone like that. So we're not trying to sit there and just dare guys to beat us. We got a lot of young guys in our kickoff cover unit, a lot of true freshmen that are doing some great things, but they're young, and so as they develop and we continue working, we're just going to try and be smart.
Sammy.
Nick Westbrook had a lot of yak yards this week. Has he been getting healthier coming off of last year's injury?
Yeah, I think it's always a gradual process, of getting confident, just being able to play the same way you did before. You got such a, big time injury like an ACL is, and so I think he's really playing his best football right now, and we need him to. We need all those guys to. So I thought they want to get some elite players today and made a lot of plays, so he was one of several guys that rose up. So we just got to keep building off of it.
Mike and then Jordan.
Stevie had the second most yards they've given up all season long. What does it say about just a freshman this late in the season?
Sure,
having that kind
went
of
over 1,000, I was told too, and just an impressive young man, just so humble, and just got a great demeanor about him, and so mature in so many ways beyond his years. But yeah, to be able to do offensively against this defense, I know really was the most total yards I understand, and second most rushing and second most passing, against this defense on the entire season. So, Stevie obviously will be the first one to tell you that the offensive line is a big reason for that. He does a great job of recognizing it's not about him, but he's big, he's strong, and he's learned to pick his knees up a little bit more. I thought he had some bigger runs today that in the past he might have got tripped up. Obviously, not securing the balls is a cardinal sin for running backs, but he's a special running back, and I like the way he handles himself with all the early success he's had. It's not gone to his head. He's maintained his humility, and he's buying into the LEO concept of our program, which is pretty special to me, pretty special to our program.
Jordan, then Matt, last one.
How much did you talk about not leaving the 6th win to the Purdue week? And do you feel any sorts of deja vu at all, being right back where you were last season?
Well, obviously we came here today and we talked about today about getting number 6 today, and being able to hit a couple milestones with the fact we have won here a long time and a chance to get bowl eligible. But so we fought for that. That was our goal. And now we're back to where we were a year ago. But I tell you one thing I will say, to be able to get back to this point, and I know we've always had a couple of games you really just kind of, you felt like slipped away. But as you saw today, we beat a really good Maryland football team that did some great things again today, And so to be able to be back playing for that number 6 game, 2 years in a row with a team that lost a whole bunch of talent last year, is just a testament to the young guys we got. A lot of those young guys, as a matter of fact, even one of their coaches commented to me about how young we are and how impressed they were with our team, and just knowing that it's got to stay the course, So we're back to the same opportunity we were a year ago, and now with their result today, both teams are fighting for the same thing. So winner moves on, loser goes home.
Matt, last one.
Got James Miller some more snaps on defense, or some snaps on defense. I think he had a big tackle on a third down play. And just how big has he been coming in with some of your injuries and guys being banged up, be able to come in there and give you some quality minutes?
Yeah, it's just awesome. I'm really excited for him. He's going to be a really good player. I think he's probably one of those freshmen that's a little, he wanted to be playing more, when he first got here. He wasn't quite ready, but he will be. And, man, I love his mind. He's a really smart football player. He knows all the checks and adjustments, and we had him in our big package today for the whole game, and so he got a lot of reps in practice, put him on special teams a couple weeks ago, and he's a very talented football player, And so just a physical downhill guy. And he hit that back and knocked him straight back. He never gained an inch after he made contact. So another one of our young true freshmen is going to be special. So just gotta keep recruiting, gotta keep developing, gotta keep fighting.
Thanks, Tom.
Thank you.